Not sure if you all know this, but Adrian and I both have YouTube channels. My YouTube channel, if you can please subscribe, is Nevermore Records. Adrian's is Plastic Realm Toys. You can also follow us on Instagram at HNH_podcast and find us on Facebook. We even have a private group. Just send a request and we'll let you in. Follow our recording studio on Instagram at Nevermore_Records_EPTX and our guitar company on Instagram at Nevermore_Guitars. Like, I just can't swallow.
Yes, you can. Quit playing. Quit playing.
It's hard for me to swallow when
No, it's not. Quit playing. We just established it.
I need a list of words over here to use in exchange for
we should just have. And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Half and Half Podcast.
Hey. So you're not feeling good, huh?
I'm not. Hold my hand.
No, because if you're sick, then I'm going to get it.
You're an asshole. I don't mind that you don't want to get sick, but...
And then last time you held onto my hand for a very long time, which made me feel very uncomfortable, but in a like excited kind of way.
That's so weird. Can I ask you why?
I don't know. Because my gay feelings surface, and it's really hard for me to deal with.
I don't know, man. I just think we've been together so long. We used to sleep in the same bed.
No, I know. I don't know. It's just fun. It's just funny.
You know, it's so weird. I bet you, had we not been on camera, you would let me do it.
Yeah, probably.
Like, if you're sitting there at the console just mixing and I just did this, you would be okay with it.
Yeah, I probably would just not even notice. So you're not feeling too great right now.
I'm not, man. I got the weirdest fucking headache.
That's weird.
And I feel like puking.
It's because you're doing the keto thing or whatever.
Yeah, I started Lent.
So we haven't really spoken about that, by the way. Last year I know we talked about how you went full vegan, like hardcore vegan.
Yeah.
You did really well.
I did amazing. Dude, day 2, I felt like I was fucking untouchable.
Yeah. But this high protein, no carbs, which I tried doing 2 weeks ago and it fucked me up.
Yeah.
I had a migraine for 2 days. It's like, I can't do this. I can't.
I think it's a number of things, right? Like, I've been intermittent fasting for... When was the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight? 2015?
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's been a while.
That's when I started it. So 7-8 years now without fail.
Yeah.
So this time I said, okay, I'm going to give up sugar. I'm going to give up breads, pastas, normal stuff, right? But I said, all right, I'm going to try to get out of my comfort zone and put myself on a high-protein diet and see how far I can push the limits, right, of growth and whatnot. So that's different for me also. Having to eat at 8 in the morning or 9 in the morning. I don't even know the last time I did that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's right. You don't normally do that.
No.
Isn't there a thing called like keto flu or something?
That's what my wife was telling me. Yeah. So maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I did that for a long time, remember?
Yeah.
I dropped a lot of weight.
It all went to your dick.
But I ended up getting sick in the end, which is why I actually stopped.
Yeah.
But it took almost a year, and then all of a sudden, I just felt like crap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go vegan again. Dude, I've been eating whatever I want pretty much, but like overdoing it, especially because it's my birthday week. And but I feel like dog shit because of it, man.
Yeah.
I have to. The last few months I've gone pretty bad in terms of what I'm eating. And so I think I'm gonna try to go vegan again.
Dude, the day before Lent, I fucking wreck shop, right? Every day before Lent, every year before Lent, I should say, I just have a fucking spurge day, right?
Yeah.
So the
Spurge? Spooge?
Splurge.
Oh, splurge.
Did I say spurge?
You said spurge. But then I thought spooge. I was like, you had a spooge day? And I wasn't invited?
I haven't had one of those in a long time. So the Monday of the week of Lent, I weighed myself. I was like 207, which I was pretty impressed by, because normally by this time I'm like 216, something like that.
Right.
So I was 207. I said, oh, fucking cool. I didn't gain that much weight over the holidays. So Tuesday, I fucking wrecked it, dude. I had snow cones, cereal. I had it all.
Yep.
Wednesday morning of Lent, I said, okay, I'm going to weigh myself. So I do day 1 and then day 40. I was 215.
Oh, wow. Really?
In that one day of...
Is that why you're trying to cover your
fucking
stomach?
No,
dude,
man.
this guy has freaking like a 6-pack.
I'm not trying. I just like hugging stuff. Do you want me to move it? I'll
You want me to
it.
sit on your lap?
I do. You don't even want to hold my hand. You can sit on my lap.
215. So yeah, I think I'm probably around there too. I was 200 before the holidays.
Yeah.
But yeah, the holidays come along and
You make it seem like I'm fat. I'm not trying to cover.
I'm telling you, you're not. It's just I know how self-conscious you are of yourself. You were like one of the most fit people I know and have continuously been for as long as I've known you. But you are also one of the most self-conscious people I know in terms of like I am your own body. And I don't get it. If I were you, I would be wearing underwear everywhere I go, and that's it.
I don't wear underwear.
Well, a leaf or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, I would go get the mail without my shirt just to be able to to flex. Like, dude,
I'm gonna go get the mail.
You don't even know, man. I'd oil myself up every morning. I don't know, man. I would just go hang out places.
You think you
just
would?
So people can be like, damn, that guy's buff.
You think you would? That's not how it works.
Yeah, I know.
I eat a cookie and I start crying. You know what I mean? So speaking of, you just brought something up, and I was gonna bring it up into the perfect, but you made the perfect segue.
I almost choked. Sorry.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Was it the drink or you got a pube in your throat?
A little bit of both.
So it's your birthday week. Mm-hmm. Did you think I forgot?
No, you never forget.
I know. I know.
Who would do such a thing?
Who would forget their best friend's birthday?
Dude, this year I am consciously like, okay, his birthday's coming up.
You like counting the days down?
Yeah, I'm like, first, it's coming up. I can't forget because I forgot 2 years in a row. I still got you good gifts to make up for it.
You did. So your birthday's on Sunday. I'm going to be working. Mm-hmm. I'm working all next week.
So yeah, we're doing this one a little bit early, but we're going to release it not today.
Yeah. So I wanted to get you something. I always get you something for your birthday. Now, there's a backstory on it. Okay. So 1, it's a pre-order. It's not going to be here for for like 4 months or some shit. 2, it's not typically. Well, look, for anybody who doesn't know, this guy doesn't wait to buy anything. He wants it, he gets it.
Yeah.
So for Christmas, I was texting Danny, his wife, and I'm like, what do you get the guy who fucking has everything he wants? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had to really think outside the box. And something popped up, and it's not what you normally would get for yourself. Right? But I thought it was cool because it reminded me of you, and it's you, right? Mm-hmm. Not to mention it's something I love. You have a couple of them, but you don't have anything like this. So here, happy early birthday.
Oh, so you're gonna give it to me now?
No, it's on pre-order, but I'm showing.
No, but I mean, you're gonna. You don't want me to wait till Sunday?
No, man.
At midnight?
No, we gotta let the people know what's up.
See, here's the thing about me. I love giving gifts. I'm a giver.
Yeah, you are, buddy.
But I hate receiving gifts. I always feel so. I don't know.
Oh, too bad.
Oh, that is so cool. What the fuck? And it's from your favorite place.
Yeah.
Dude, that is awesome. Where's the details, though?
Dude,
how big is it?
It's a
dildo, guys. Sorry. Sorry. No. No, it's actually, dude, this is awesome. This is it's a Cliff Burton figure, which is amazing that it's Cliff Burton. It even comes with a little mini guitar.
Dude, it comes with different heads, different hands.
Is awesome. Dude, I'm going to put that in the studio.
The box.
I just hope nobody steals it.
The box is amazing. So again, I know you're not a toy collector. You have.
I have a lot of. I'm not a toy collector like you.
Can I finish?
But I have a lot of toys.
You do.
Mostly dildos.
So when I saw this one, I've never seen a Cliff Burton toy.
Right.
2,
I wanted to zoom in on the freaking picture. Dude, this is amazing. First of all,
this company, they're called Super 7. Mm-hmm. They put out I don't want to say limited edition, but it's not a run that they just run and run and run.
Right. It's like a special limited.
Yeah.
Dude, this is amazing. This is so cool. And out of all the things you could have picked, like that's just the coolest.
Yeah, I saw it and I said, man.
Yeah, because I've never heard of a Cliff Burton toy. I know there's the Metallica Todd McFarlane
Todd
toys.
McFarlane made some toys.
But he didn't do Cliff Burton.
No, it was the Black Album.
Wow.
So when I saw this one, I said, man, one of us has to own it.
Thanks, Batch.
Do you really like it?
Yes, dude.
All right. Well,
are you kidding?
Man, it's your fault for buying everything you need at the drop of a dime.
Dude, like, are you okay with that being here in the studio?
Yeah, hey, it's your.
I want to see it all the time.
It's your present, man.
Dude, this is amazing. And it's perfect, like, for the studio. Like, I'm all about. So, like, my wife, I don't know if she gets upset, but, I buy a lot of stuff for the studio. Like, every time packages come in, she knows 80% of the time it's something for the studio. Yeah. And I'm all about the decor, as you can see. Granted, I'm not going to take for the painting job here. I'm not going to take credit for that because that was Mr. Pepe. But I like to have a really cool environment.
Yeah.
So thank you, dude.
I just knew
it's amazing.
I wouldn't buy you any old random toy because I know you like toys that will value at some point, right? And that one's never been done before.
Well, you got me that really cool butt plug for Christmas.
I did,
dude.
But that one devalued because we used it ASAP.
That was amazing.
The
only thing I didn't like is that it has diamonds all over, and that kind of hurt.
Oh, hey, man, you gotta toughen up there, buddy.
Dude,
you gotta condition it.
No, thank you, man.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you.
Wow.
But again, I was not expecting that at all.
You'll get it in August, I think.
Hey, man.
But I had to jump on it though because it's gonna sell out, so I had to jump on it.
That's like for Eric's birthday, I got him a Cannibal Corpse frisbee.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
And it was so weird and so random because he too is the type of person that he has everything. And it's like, what do you get him? And yeah, so I jumped on those bitches and yeah, they sold out like real quick. But I was like, not a lot of people running around saying I have a Cannibal Corpse frisbee.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, well, it's something that you can't just go to the store and buy. So
yeah. And to me, those types of gifts like that one and this one, it's like, you have to know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if I bought you a hat, how boring.
If
I bought you
it's funny you say that because that's what my wife bought me for my birthday.
But I meant me.
Tap your mic. Sorry again, guys, because, when you're the engineer and the co-host, you got to make sure things are running smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Batch. But my wife
You're
did.
welcome.
She got me a really cool hat. She actually, your last challenge was Fanagram. Mm-hmm. She got me a Fanagram hat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like a Old English P.
Wait, she give you your birthday gift already?
My wife doesn't. She doesn't like surprises. We don't surprise. Remember?
That's right. You guys are
weird. She literally sent me a screenshot of it. And was like, "Oh, by the way, this is coming in.
Happy birthday."
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, now I feel bad not waiting for your actual birthday.
No, that's cool.
Because then your actual birthday is gonna be nothing.
That's okay. I'm gonna go eat. I mean, I go eat all the time, but it'll be special because it'll be my birthday.
Where are you gonna go eat? Where would you want to go?
So we were gonna go to this place in Socorro. It's like an old building. There's a chef there. He's actually up for like some big award. It's supposed to be like amazing. Last time we went there, we drove out there like a week ago, and they were like, "Sorry, you need to make reservations." We're like, "Fuck." We tried making reservations. They're closed, so we're not going there. That was a lot of build up for someone. Okay. We're not going there. But anyways, so I'm just trying to find anywhere to go. I don't really care. Probably there's a place by my house called Mora Mia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, probably going there. So El Paso people would know.
Yeah, I think my daughter's friend works there.
It's good. The food's really good.
That's what she says.
Yeah.
If that's the same place, I don't know.
Yeah, it's right across from the small Target.
I wasn't paying attention.
It's really good. It's really good.
So I had another thing I wanted to bring up. I don't know. Do you want to go next?
No,
I keep bringing shit up.
No, go for it. We're still catching up.
So, friends of ours that I've had the privilege of being in a band in, with all three of them.
Okay.
Started a new band.
Oh, right.
Of Earth and Bone. Mm-hmm. Rudy, Jacob, and Mike Hernandez. Mm-hmm. I think I've said it before. Mike Hernandez, their drummer, one of the most beautiful people on earth. To this very day, though he and I have not spoken, I couldn't even tell you when. I love that man to this very day.
What if he's like a real big dick now?
It's impossible.
Really?
Let me tell you, dude.
You know what's weird is that I've met everybody in this scene, and I didn't know this guy existed until that band got together, and you were like, dude, that was like my first drummer.
Yeah, he and I started a band in 1995.
You're old.
First band I was ever in.
You're real old.
It was with their drummer. Anyway, so I've been in a band with all three of those guys. They recently put out a single.
I'm like 10 years younger than he is.
Shit. Right. You're older than I am.
Shut up. Well, what do you mean?
So yeah, they started a new band. I consider it a super group, right? Because I love all those guys. You sent me the single, and I just wanted to talk about it, dude. I was fucking floored on how great that song is.
It's a really good song,
dude. That band, I don't know, man. Like, if they were ever in the market for a bass player, I would beg to let them try.
They have a bass player, and I know who it is.
I said, if they were, I know they have a bass player.
No, but I know who it is.
I would ask them if I could try out. Not that I would get the spot, but that's how much I love that band.
She's always trying to leave me, Adrian. I'm just kidding. Dude,
geez.
like, you need to be in a band because it gets you in a better mood.
Yeah, well, we know how that went.
We still have stuff in the works. Calm down.
No, I know we do. I'm just that, but that's what I'm saying.
We
though.
have a lot of stuff in the works.
I don't jump up and just want to join every single band that comes my way.
I know what you're saying because you like them. You actually like them.
This band is amazing. If, again, not that it would, because their bass player is awesome also, right? But if they were ever in the market, I would ask to try out.
Yeah, it was a good song.
It's a very great song. So for you,
looking forward to hearing some more.
Yes, if you guys are in the mood for some new music and you want to check out a great song, they only have one single right now. It's a local band here from El Paso. Amazing guys in this band of Earth and Bone.
Can I touch a little bit on that?
You can touch all you want, buddy.
You know, one thought that went through my head hearing that song. Jacob, who used to be the original singer for our band Ashling, his vocal style is very distinct. It's very him.
Yeah.
And you know, I always rant and rave about, I don't know if that's the way to say it. I always rant about how I hate the singing, screaming formula. Mm-hmm. But that's one of the few songs that I've heard that I can say that it doesn't bother me.
Right.
It's done in a, it's because it's not following it's not a new metal format.
Right.
It's done in a very, very, I can't even think of the word, but it's done right, I guess is the only way I can say it.
It was very unexpected to me. So it's like you just said, you weren't expecting it.
Right.
So when it happened, it was like, whoa.
Yeah. And it added to the song. Yeah. It's because the new metal formula is that typical like heavy beat with the heavy riff, and then all of a sudden everything stops and it slows down and gets pretty, and then you have the singer that's like, you know, doing that freaking moany.
It's weird because that's exactly what they sound like.
And then all of a sudden it's like cut, and then it back to a heavy beat, and then they're screaming, singing, and then boom, it gets all pretty again. And like, dude, I fucking hate that. I hate that so much. And then it's like the screaming and the singing together. Oh God, this song.
God damn, your voice got loud. Your little phalange started fucking on fire, dude.
This song was very consistent all the way through. The guitar, it's just like a great song.
It's got a mood.
Well-written song. Like you can tell that when they wrote that song, there was no thought process in like, oh, well, what should be the verse? Or like, it was like they were just doing what they wanted to do.
Right.
And then Jacob goes in and does what he wanted to do, and it just works perfectly. Going back to what I said last episode, and I've said a million times, when you get the right combination of people together to write music, it just sounds right. It defies those formulas, those typical... that typical cookie cutter bullshit that a lot of bands are doing. Right. And so it was really good. And for, it being those dudes who I know are very passionate about music, It's really fucking good.
Yeah, very good.
Sorry, I had to really get into that.
Yeah, man, dude, your voice got loud. Normally you were like, yeah, man, you know, whatever. But this time your hands.
No, you know, I get very passionate about the new metal. I just, when it comes to writing music, I'm very passionate about it.
Right, and you're not calling them new metal.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. It's because it had the singing and the screaming, right? But it's not anywhere along those lines in any way.
Yeah.
It's just, it's done right.
Yeah, great band. Again, if you guys want to check out a great song, I can't wait to hear the rest of Earth and Bone.
So on that note,
They're on Spotify.
let's get into that Batch Can Scram.
Oh, man, let's do it. You want to go first?
I'll go first. For this week, for this episode, I should say, I really thought hard, long and hard, about what batch I feel can scram. That when I hear them, I'm like, yes. And I decided this week I'm gonna go with, and I didn't know his name. I know he's got 2 projects, or maybe more than 2, but there's 2 that I love. Excuse me. And he does what you always talk about, you love. He does that raspy, buddy screams too. Their last album was one of the best albums I've heard in a very long time. And I'm gonna go with Spencer Chamberlain.
Oh, yeah.
From Under Oath.
Under Oath, yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
Dude, I even went back and was listening to some of the Under Oath stuff, and I was like, yep, this is my guy.
Dude, what I love about that band is his screaming with, I just had his name. The drummer, Aaron. Aaron does that like hollering, screaming.
Yeah, because they
dude.
sing together, right?
Yeah.
And then Aaron has another band too.
Yeah, The Almost.
Which super religious, lyrically not my cup of tea, but musically such a good project.
Was their first album really religious?
I don't know. I hear Jesus in there, and I'm like,
I know they had one song on the first album that was, religious and spoke of Jesus and all that, but the rest of the album I didn't really get that tone. But that album was fucking.
It's just a good thing for me. I don't pay attention to lyrics, but although that album on the Almost, the one that I think you introduced me to, I don't care what he's singing about. The emotion, in his voice and the music he's doing, it's like you feel it every time, dude. Ugh.
Yeah, I agree. They're all around an amazing band.
Yeah.
From day one to fucking now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So Spencer Chamberlain, that batch can scram.
That batch can scram. So on my list of that batch can scram, I chose a guy that I've been listening to for a very, very, very long fucking time. And again, he's not a showy screamer. I'm going to keep saying it, right? But just the way he does it, how brutal his vocals sound, and how consistent he is on it, and how he can go a whole show doing what he does is fucking beyond me. Okay? He was in a band. I don't know if did they get back together? I don't think they did. Anyway, so an old hardcore band from the 90s, right? Tim Williams from a band called Vision of Disorder.
I never really got into them, man.
Oh, man, you are fucking missing out, dude.
VOD?
VOD. Yeah, Vision of Disorder. They've been around for a very long fucking time. They came up in the hardcore scene like right when it really started taking off in the early 90s. And as a matter of fact, like out of all those bands, to me, they pushed a little further musically, right? Like, you listen to 25 to Live.
Who?
25 to Live? This guy over here, man.
I just think of 18 in Life or 17 in Life. What is that Skid Row song?
17 to Life. 17 in Life. 17 in Life to
you
go.
got it.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, to me, they were one of those bands that stood out.
Are they new metal?
No.
Oh.
No. Dude, they've been around before.
I know. I remember hearing that name for a long time, but I'm just not familiar with them.
Yeah. So Tim Williams, again, he's actually in another band, or started another band called Blood Simple. Mid to late 2000s, around there. Mid to late, around there. Anyway, again, it's not what he does, it's how he does it. I mean, it's just blood-curdling fucking screaming, dude. You know what I mean? Fucking amazing. So my batch can scram is Tim Williams, of Vision of Disorder and Blood Simple.
Now I feel like I've got to go listen to them because I'm curious.
Yeah.
I remember the name being thrown around, and I remember at that time you would listen to them and mention them, but I never took the time to listen to them, so I don't even know what they sound like.
I wish I could just play it. You know what I mean? But we get in trouble, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Fucking YouTube.
Well, not even YouTube, like just any platform, really.
Really?
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna give them a listen though. Curious.
Yeah, they're amazing. I've listened to them for fucking years.
So you know what really chaps my ass though?
Oh, I've been waiting for this one. What?
And there's gonna be an underlying between you and I reason for this.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna mention that. It's gonna stay between you and I.
Okay.
When people don't respond. So
sons of bitches, bumpuses.
Papa says.
Dude, that part. Real quick, I've always known you love that movie. That's always been one of our favorite Christmas movies. Mm-hmm. But the first time you did that, that's it.
Yeah.
Every time that movie comes on during Christmas, I love that part and I always just think about you because you do it so good.
So, okay.
Christmas Story, by the way.
I'm a very busy person. Probably the most or one of the most busy people I know. And that's by choice. I like to keep myself active and busy. And I just, when you're ADHD like I am, the best way to tame ADHD is to
put a dig in your mouth.
Fill your schedule with a lot of things to keep you occupied. And but one thing I can say, I am very good about getting back to people. Whether it be a phone call, a text, even if I don't want to, I am very responsive. Mm-hmm. I almost to a fault. It's also the OCD part of me. Like if I see like I have a message pending, I have to I don't want it pending. But man, there's a lot of inconsiderate people out there in terms of especially when you're trying to make a business deal go through, happen. You've got things riding on the line, and you have people that just leave you on red. And then you feel like an asshole because it's like, hey man,
and that's the worst part.
When you got to circle back to it.
No, if that person actually read it already.
Yes.
Please.
Right.
I already know you read it.
Yeah.
Just say no. You know what I mean?
No way you're busier than I am. And yeah, man, I just get very bothered by that because it's like, that just tells me you're being an asshole, right? Or you're just being inconsiderate. Either way, my wife, you
would never get this.
She's really good about responding to me. In the beginning of our relationship, she straight up told me I suck at that. But for whatever reason, she knew how I was. So she's always been good about that, with me anyways.
Yeah, with you, because during Christmas, I was dying. I'm like, Danny, I need this now.
Yeah, dude, she's really bad.
No, she was like, I'm fucking working. I was like, oh, sorry.
But again, that's my wife, you know what I mean? It's different, but it's like when you're trying to make a business deal, when you're trying to, even when, you're friends or you're just whatever, it bothers me to I don't know. It really, really, really chaps my ass though.
Yeah. The only time I do it to you is if I'm knee deep in something at work and I go home and I fall asleep.
Or on your knees,
or on
deep
my
in
knees.
something else.
Yeah, buddy, you know it.
So what really chaps your ass?
Oh, you were done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, man.
I could go on and on. That's why I have to cut myself off.
You know what really chaps my ass? Okay.
You know what I thought of really quick? I just said I got to cut myself off. I read a very interesting fact the other day.
What?
Did you know that when you're shitting in space, because there's no gravity, you have to literally reach behind and cut it off?
What?
Yes.
That sounds like the most amazing time I've ever heard of.
Dude, that's so gross.
Cut it off with scissors, or you got?
They say that they reach around and they pull it out because it doesn't. Gravity is what makes it. I know this was a random thought, but when I said cut it off, I just thought of that.
So they got to dig it out?
They start shitting and the pressure pushes it out, right? But it can only, normally, since we have gravity, it'll fall, right? But it doesn't go anywhere. So they've got to reach around. It's weird, right?
That's disgusting. Barehanded?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
They got gloves?
I mean, I would wear a glove if it was me.
Do they prep for it and just put their hand back there?
I would just wiggle really fast. I don't know what I would do. But that was a really interesting fact that I had no idea about.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I love about random facts?
Huh.
I have this app that gives you a random fact every like 2 hours.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Shit.
So every morning I wake up and I get look, the seed inside a peach contains an almond-like nut which holds a potent anti-cancer medicine called Latril.
You lost me at nuts. I love nuts.
Shit, I know you do.
Wow, that is interesting. But
Yeah.
I also know that a peach has like a level of like cyanide in it or something, right?
Oh,
like
jeez.
it can actually poison you.
Nothing can be perfect.
I know. That's the way God intended it.
Except you. You know what chaps my ass?
What?
As soon as I say it, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm not even going to look at you because I want you to do the...
All right, wait for it.
So let's see if anybody else can agree with me. You're having a good old conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
You throw something out there. And don't look at me. And all you get, and this drives me batshit crazy. I'd rather you say nothing than LOL dot.
Shut the fuck up.
I know you didn't find it funny. Just don't laugh.
Okay, let me explain my LOL dot to you.
Please do. Finally.
So that is towards me.
Now,
Because-
other people do it, but you do it. You're the only one I care to make laugh. And if you fake laugh, it's worse than your fake orgasm.
My LOL dots are one of two things.
You're not listening to me.
No, one, it's either like I know it's supposed to be funny and it's funny, but like, yeah. Or two, I'm on the go and I'm driving or I'm going somewhere again because I'm very responsive, so I will text while I drive, even though you shouldn't. And sometimes like I just can't get the exclamation point, so I send it.
You know what's easier than going LOL dot? You hit me with a fucking laughing face. That's quick.
No, because then you got to find it.
It's right there.
I can do LOL without even looking. But to find the happy face, the laughing face, it's hard to find. But I get it. You're the only one that picks up on that, though.
It's
a lot
worse,
of people don't.
It's worse than your fake because you're my best friend. Talking to you, I know the words you use, you're in a bad mood or you're tired.
Yeah.
Your face looks, all of it.
Yeah, yeah.
So when I really make you laugh, we hit each other with those rolling faces.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
And when I know you chuckled or had a real LOL, a real laugh out loud,
Right.
you hit me with one of those faces crying.
yeah.
When you give me an LOL dot,
And it's also dependent on the way the face is. If it's the one that's up and down, that's funny. But if the one sideways, it's even funnier.
I can't breathe. Yeah.
What did I say to you yesterday on the phone and you couldn't breathe?
Oh, dude.
Oh, the Jurassic Park
yeah.
thing. That's right.
And that's how you know you got me rolling, because I will fucking fight the tears and type, I can't breathe.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so other people do that too.
Yeah, I've seen people do it.
I don't know. I can't really tell what again, going back to what I hate on top of that. I hate the thumbs up, and I know you do it all the time to be an asshole. I hate the fucking thumbs up.
Like
man.
this morning, can you bring me an energy drink?
Yeah, exactly. You fucking asshole. I know he's going to get it anyways. I bought a bunch of them. I bought like a 12-pack on Amazon.
You just wanted one of mine?
Huh?
Do mine taste
No,
better
I
than
just
yours?
ordered them yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah.
How much were they for a 12-pack?
Like $20.
really?
Yeah, yeah.
Motherfucker.
Rain Energy Total Body Fuel. If you want to sponsor us, this has become a game changer for me. Like, I honestly think I'm going to stop drinking coffee just because of this.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank
I've
you.
been drinking those for about a year and a half, almost every day.
I love it. It tastes great. Gives me the energy I need.
Yeah. Oh, they're addicted. That rainbow sherbet flavor.
Gets me ready to work out. And then, even though I don't.
I'm going to work out today. Yeah, maybe
Nah,
not.
never mind. Too busy. All right. Yeah. So that's it for your, what chaps you're asked though?
Yeah. Look, people, common courtesy. If you don't find it funny, don't LOL dot. Just don't even respond.
But don't you think it's going to be more rude if I don't say anything?
I mean, you could have been like, really, guy? That's your joke?
or just do a GIF?
Yeah.
All right. So speaking of GIF, something that rhymes with GIF, Riff.
Let it riff.
That was a great transition, right?
Yeah.
Actually, it was terrible. But you go first on this one.
My Let It Riff today comes from a band. I'm starting to stutter. Is that bad?
Today. No.
A band that I love. I've said it practically every episode that we've had. This riff gets me fucking pumped, right? Like it just makes you want to punch a baby in the head. You know what I mean? That kind of shit.
I love those riffs.
You want to start fucking moshing as soon as you hear it.
Yep.
So my Let It Riff is Holy Roller from Spirit Box. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just hit my nose on the mic.
Yeah. I could see that. It's a good riff. I'm glad you went with the modern route because I went a little modern as well.
Yeah.
Because I know I have to stop myself from going, because I have so much that I love that's back in the day.
Yeah.
So I have to think more modern, because there's a lot that I love that's more modern too. It's just not top of mind as much as the old school stuff.
Right.
So I like that you went that route.
Yeah. My Let It Riff, Holy Roller from Spirit Box.
For me, for my Let It Riff, I went with the one that's gonna, first of all, I want to preface this by saying this band is one of the best bands on the planet. Especially, there was a time many moons ago they came out with a double album. I was obsessed with that album, and I don't talk about them as much as I should. I'm gonna say the name of the song. Let's see how good you are with song titles.
I thought you were gonna say Texas Cutthroat at first. I was like, whatever.
I can't choose my own riffs. Horizon/East. It's an album.
Horizon/East.
But the song is called Scavengers.
No.
Thrice, man. The latest Thrice album. It's that one that I told you. It's a very it's very Led Zeppelin sounding, actually.
It's
very Led Zeppelin, but
I can't stop. I can't ever not think about David anymore.
Speaking of David, actually on Exile Podcast, he brought up Thrice, and I was like, yes, because
they brought up some good stuff on their last episode. Really good stuff.
Thrice is just amazing, man. Like that's a great example of a band that has really evolved.
Oh, absolutely.
They never got stuck in their way. They've evolved and just like a butterfly. You know,
the first time you showed me them, it was like 2003. Mm-hmm. We were on our way to Albuquerque, LA, Phoenix.
I don't know.
We were with Ashling.
Okay. I don't know.
And we were in the van.
LA.
We were in the van, and you showed me them for the first time, and I was like, "What the fuck am I listening to?"
And even back then, they were more like emo. I don't know, punk emo. I don't know. They were different. But now they've evolved to just, like I said, like a butterfly. Like their wings with that double album. I can't remember what it was called, but man, like I overplayed that album. I loved it so much. It's just so good. But anyways, that riff, the first time I heard it, I was like, is this Led Zeppelin? The fuck, Thrice? You're ripping off Led Zeppelin? But now I like, even though it is very reminiscent of a Led Zeppelin riff, it's theirs. And the way they do it with that halftime beat, it's just so good.
It's like you said, the perfect hodgepodge of musicians makes the band, and that's just a perfect example of what you mean.
And then the singer, though, that singer has just evolved.
Dustin, I don't know his name, but yeah, Curson.
That's a band that I've never seen live. There's not a lot of bands that I haven't seen live that I could say like I really want to see, but I really want to see those guys. I don't think they've ever played here. To be honest with you,
I don't know. But yeah, fucking great choice, man. They're fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Major, minor. That's my favorite album from them. That album's fucking incredible.
Just for anybody watching and listening, I am the worst with album titles, song names. The worst. I forget your name sometimes, so I just call you Babe.
I know you do. I know you do.
You want to get into the chat?
I do. So today on the chat, you know, the sad part about this band is that they're no longer together. They have one album. At least I don't think they're still together because nothing has come out. They have one album and a few singles. 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 singles, right? And one full album. And And this album came out in 2019, and it fucking punched me in the nuts, dude. Like, it was incredible. Heavy, right? Like that brutal thing that I love. Not brutal in you and David's sense of like, because I know you guys use brutal in a different way. Like infant
Annihilator.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, they only put out one album and then they fucking dropped off the face of the earth. But I still think people need to listen to this album if you're into heavy music. And today on the I didn't even say it.
That's okay.
And today on the Chat, I bring to you a band called Meth. METH. Again, their first album or full album came out in 2019. They had a few singles in 2017. They have this song called Inbred. Remember, you didn't like the fact that he said inbred a lot?
I remember this band. I've heard them. Yeah.
Inbred's a fucking amazing
Do you think
song.
they're no longer together because they did too much meth?
They found out they were inbred?
One of the two. Or both.
Possibly. Actually, the way I discovered this band, we talked about it a few episodes back. That YouTube channel, or I think they're more than a YouTube channel. Anyway, Audio Tree.
Oh,
That's how I found them. I saw their performance on Audio Tree, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" So, yeah, not much to say about them because they're one album in and they stopped.
Wow.
You know
What was that album?
2019. The name of the album is Mother of Red Light.
You think they're somewhere on meth trying to write a new album?
I would hope so. This better be a fucking amazing album.
What makes you say they broke up?
There's nothing after that.
But what if they're still together? They're just...
That's... You got me on the Pain on Mind list? That's what I just said.
Oh.
I don't know if they've broken up, but nothing...
You know, I try to actively listen, but I miss things sometimes.
For such an attentive guy.
So they might be together. They just haven't released anything. I mean, 2019 wasn't that long ago.
It's 4 years ago.
5 years ago.
5 already?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But fucking Texas Cutthroat hasn't released shit, and we're still together.
Oh, it's because we're awesome.
Let's go back to my prior chat thoughts.
Oh, so we're
from
done?
last week. Yeah.
Meth.
Period.
Oh, yeah. Sorry for the teachers. Period.
We talked about Bouquet.
Bouquet.
Yeah. Dude, like, okay, so it was very 90s rock,
right?
Very indie alternative rock. I loved the song Glisten. Not just because I always use that word with you. Dude, you know, like, it did make me think of you glistening in the moonlight. I always talk about that.
If I had long hair again.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I did a AI thing of you. Remember?
Yeah.
Even though I shouldn't like it because it's kind of emo at times, like very emo at times. Are these guys like new? Like, this is recent stuff?
Oh, yeah.
I did feel like the song Peony was very The Used sounding.
I love that song. That song and Southpaw are my two favorite songs.
Like vocal wise, like it was very The Used sounding.
Yeah.
Like on paper, I shouldn't like that band. But realistically, I thought they were fantastic.
Right?
I thought they were so good. Especially that song Glisten. That song was just, wow. I was blown away.
Yeah, I didn't think you would dislike them. No, as a matter of fact, I thought you would like them.
And it's just the fact that, you know, for anybody listening, I try to stay away from just something about nu metal and emo stuff. Just, I think it's because I was really into that, not necessarily the nu metal stuff, but I was very into the emo. Like, I loved Thursday, The Used.
Oh, yeah. Glassjaw.
Yeah, like but I feel like there was a time for that. And then that time ended. But I know it's starting to kind of come back now in a weird way.
It is.
But I think some people that are doing it and bringing it back, they're doing it right and it's sounding good. Like, I never got into My Chemical Romance, who we've established is very emo. And I know that's actually when I stopped listening to that stuff, because that's when everybody was like listening to My Chemical Romance and I just didn't get it. I was like, I don't know. I just didn't get it.
Yeah.
I know my son loves it.
Yeah, he does.
Our son.
Yeah.
But I think, and my daughter too, actually, she likes that, but I don't know. For me, it ended there.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like, okay, it's enough. It's done. Again, same thing with Linkin Park, like the rap rock thing. I thought the rap rock thing was all right. And then Linkin, like, to me, it was like, okay, enough. we've done enough of this. And then Linkin Park comes out, and I was like, and they just revived it in one of the, I'm not going to get into that. But anyways, at the end of it all, I really did like Bouquet, and I'm a listener now, man.
Awesome.
I forgot to mute that.
Right on time.
So yeah, you want to get into our challenge?
I do. The results are our new challenge.
No, let's get into our results first.
Okay. So I'm going to do mine because mine is...
Yeah, I gave you... I called you.
I know.
I'm
know
like,
what I hate about you?
I'm like, you're an asshole. And he's like, why? And I'm like, I just realized I gave you one album as your challenge. You gave me an entire genre.
But how was that bad? That just means shuffle trip hop.
Because you could have been done in an hour. Because that's a short album too.
I did it on the way over
and
here.
I was like, damn, man, I'm stuck listening to this shit for a long time.
No. Normally we go maybe 2 weeks before we do another episode.
Yeah, that's true. Which is I'm glad because I got this out of the way.
Oh God.
So you go first.
Okay. I was challenged to listen to Big Grams, which was a collaboration of Big Boy from Outkast and Phantomgram.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I gotta say, right, overall, I fucking love it.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've always been a fan of Outkast, though out of the two, I'm more of an Andre 3000 fan.
Oh yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I thought it was a great album musically, all of it. Her vocals complemented very well. My favorite song on there is a song called "Love Born to Shine."
Really?
I mean, "Born to Shine."
I thought. Did you hear "Lights On"?
Yes,
that's my
Lights
favorite.
On. Well, "Born to Shine" has a reason.
Mm.
So that song featured "Run the Jewels." Everybody doesn't who.
How did I not even know that?
For those who don't know, Run the Jewels is a hip hop duo from Killer Mike and LP. So, because the reason I love that so much is one, Run the Jewels is fucking amazing, but LP is one of my favorite hip hop artists of all time.
Really?
I am hands down a Def Jucky till the day I die.
Mm-hmm.
In the early 2000s, he started his own label called Definitive Jux, Def Jux, and that album spawned a slew of fucking amazing artists. Some of my favorite hip hop artists are on his label. Mr. Lift, Cannibal Ox, D Spot. The list goes on and on. So Def Jux to me in the early to mid 2000s was fucking everything, right? Just changed my life. So right off the bat, call it bias if you will. That's my favorite song. But overall, man, I mean, it was a great album. Can't complain one bit about it.
What about my favorite song?
What?
Did you like it?
Yeah, the Lights song?
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it.
Love that song.
Oh, and the song with Skrillex was fucking amazing too.
I didn't even notice.
Chingalo, man.
just listened, dude. I don't.
You just throw shit at me. Like the other day, you sent me a video, and I'm like, hey, and I said something about the video, and you're like, well, I don't even watch it yet. And I'm like, dude, you fucking send me videos, you don't even watch yourself.
I was like a quarter of the way through. It's because I can't sit. I'm so like doing different things, so I can't sit and watch. If it's more, even my own videos beyond 5 minutes, I can't. I have to watch it in increments because I'm like getting up, doing stuff. Like that's why I get excited when I have to go take a dump, because I'm like, yes, I could.
It's focus time.
5 minutes to watch something.
5 minutes?
Yeah, dude. Oh, dude, in and out, man, with the bidet. Fuck yeah, fucking walk out,
dude. That's my sanctuary. I'm dropping Duke for like 30 minutes, dude.
I hate when the legs go numb.
Dude, that's why you gotta shift. You get off this cheek, let the blood flow, and then you switch to this cheek. You don't know how that works?
Yeah, I do. I'm too busy. Like, dude, honestly, like.
Or you get in a squat position, just put your hands on your legs.
All right. So I challenge you with Big Grams. You challenged me with the entire genre of trip hop.
Yes. But I gave you bands. You could have just gone off of that.
So I started off with Lovage because I used to listen to Lovage.
Yeah.
And this is going to tie back to our last episode. Dude, like, Lovage is great.
Yeah.
They're really good. But you know what I don't like about him? Mike Patton. Every time I would hear him sing, I was like, no, you just ruined the song.
I could see that.
Again, if go back to last episode and listen to me when I talk about Mike Patton. I love Mike Patton. There's no denying his ability. He's literally one of the greatest singers, if not the greatest singer of, in rock in terms. But it's overdone for me. It's overdone. Like, I just can't swallow.
Yes, you can. Quit playing. Quit playing.
It's hard for me to swallow when
No, it's not. Quit playing. We just established it.
I need a list of words over here to use in exchange for.
Yeah, we should just have words behind the camera.
Yeah, exactly. So it was like, I'd be really getting into it. Then I'd hear him come in with his vocals, and I was like, no, this is what's making me not like it. So here's the thing. I do love trip hop.
Yeah, I know you do.
There's a lot that I like about it, but this actually made how much I don't like a lot of it surface. So after I started getting into Massive Attack,
yeah,
and I realized really quickly that I knew exactly who Massive Attack was, because they have the song. I used to watch that show Bones, and their song is the intro music.
Really?
Yeah. So I was like, oh yeah, I know this. And it brought back memories of when I used to watch that show. I used to love that show. And so I really got into it, man. And I think it's Bones, by the way. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, I don't like them, man.
You don't like who?
Massive Attack.
Oh, okay.
I did not. You want to know what ruined it for me?
What?
And this is something that's weird, man, because I've spent most of my life even though I know we do instrumental songs,
yeah,
most of my life I have been there's no vocals. Ugh, I don't like it type of person. And now I'm reversing. And this has just kind of brought that to the surface. I loved it until somebody started singing. Once I heard vocals, it was kind of the same thing when you challenged me with MF Doom. There was a lot of instrumental shit in the beginning, and then eventually, was it MF Doom?
No, it was DJ Shadow.
Oh, DJ Shadow. There you go. And then they started introducing singers, and I was like, no, man, like I just want it to be instrumental. It's weird because I never thought I'd be like this.
Yeah.
I'm becoming a very I would almost prefer the instruments only now. And so Massive Attack really made me realize that, sometimes I don't want vocals. Sometimes the beat is so good or the music is so good that I want to continue with that. I think, what's really added to that for me is my love for lo-fi.
Oh yeah.
Lo-fi is, I either have lo-fi or I have jazz on. Neither one of them has vocals, and, a lot of jazz doesn't, but usually I listen to the instrumental jazz. And so now when I hear something going really well and then they introduce vocals, not to say that the vocals are bad, I'm like, no, I switch the song.
Yeah.
I listened to a couple of others. It was good. I mean, trip hop is not really so much of a thing anymore because I feel like it's almost transformed into the lo-fi stuff.
A bit, yeah.
In a weird way.
Yeah.
Portishead, listening to Portishead, amazing. Still, those songs, so out of everybody that I listened to, and Estero, I was listening to Estero, and I realized how familiar I was with actually Estero.
When that album came out and we were at the Beachcomber house, that's all I would play.
Yeah, and I realized right away, I was like, it almost gave me that I'm gonna throw up in my mouth feeling because it reminded me of just being broke at that time. It made me miss you, but it also made me realize oh yeah,
hey man, but
this was a tough time in my life.
Yeah, even though we were broke, it was a little worse for you because you were a dad at that point. I wasn't yet, but we were broke together. We would have dance-offs in the front of the house at 2 a.m.
Yeah, it just it brought back. There was things in my life at that time that were not the best, and it's just gives me that ugly feeling. Portishead still hands down. When you want to say it's trip hop or whatever, I realize Portishead still to this day, hands down the best.
Yeah,
nobody does it better. That with Portishead for me personally was the only one I could tolerate the vocals, and I actually liked the vocals. It was good, but it gave me this feeling of I'm glad I've moved on from listening to this. I don't know. It's really weird.
It is weird.
I don't know. It's good. Not that, like I said, it's good.
Yeah, but
it's kind of a genre where I feel like I'm glad I left that genre in the past. It's hard for me to go back and listen, with the exception of Portishead.
Yeah.
because it's just, I don't know. Maybe it was one of those things where I listened to it too much to where like now I don't really like
Appreciate
I've
it.
moved on.
Yeah. It's so weird how you can do that though. Like, it's just like right now you said you used to love that show Bones.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you anymore?
Because I saw every episode.
But you still don't love it?
No, it's not. I mean, there's exceptions to that, like The Simpsons, Seinfeld, The Office. I could go back and watch those. I can have those as background. I love it. But there's certain shows where it's like once I see an episode, I move on.
All right, let me ask you a question. Gun to your head.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite show of all time?
TV show?
TV show, yeah.
The Simpsons.
Wow, really? I thought you were going to say Seinfeld.
Seinfeld's great. Like but The Simpsons, like, and then they're still going, you know? Something about The Simpsons, like I could give me a week and nothing else to do. I could watch every episode of The Simpsons and be totally content.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. You?
It's a tie. I can't decide. It's a tie between Boy Meets World
Really?
and The Big Bang Theory. Yeah.
So funny story about The Big Bang Theory. No, I don't want to. I can't air that here because one of my buddies he was a producer for that show, and I actually told this story yesterday because my wife wanted me to bring it up to my daughter for a certain reason that actually made me not like that show. But I don't want to air that here. But he told me a lot of inside stuff. Actually, I believe he's a listener of our podcast, by the way. So I really don't want to air that out.
Probably shouldn't, but
But yeah, he was a producer for The Big Bang Theory, and he gave me some insight into the actors, their personalities, and
wow,
kind of made me not
look, man. I don't care who Leonard is outside of being Leonard.
that stuff kind of gets to me, man.
Do you think the people from Bones are amazing people?
No, but I don't know. So ignorance is bliss at that point.
I guess so. I guess so.
But really, that's surprising. Big Bang Theory, huh?
Oh yeah, and Boy Meets World. It's a tie.
Topanga is hot.
Topanga.
She's still hot.
You remember that episode?
Oh yeah.
Topanga.
Yeah. That was a good show too, though. You know what I miss? And I was trying to explain this to my daughter the other day. I miss the innocence, the one thing I always looked forward to as a kid was Friday nights.
Oh yeah.
Friday night, all the TV shows, like you knew the weekend was here.
TGIF.
TGIF, all the TV shows back to back, Family Matters, Step by Step, right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Full House.
You know what show was a fucking sleeper, dude, that I haven't seen it in
Full House was on Thursdays. I don't know.
I haven't seen it in ages. But like 6 months ago, some random cable channel played a marathon of it for like fucking weeks. Dude, Who's the Boss?
Oh, dude.
That's fucking
Alyssa
cringe.
Milano, man. Fuck, she's hot.
I was thinking Tony Danza, but whatever.
She was one of my first crushes.
Yeah, I think
Alyssa Milano.
I think mine too, yeah.
Then I saw her topless and it ruined it for me. It's like,
You saw her topless?
yeah, she came out topless in something. I don't remember what. And I was like,
That ruined it for you?
yeah, man. I'm a very, it's like you, like, I love looking at your muscles. Once you take off your shirt though, I'm like, I'm over it. It's like, it's the anticipation that I'm in love with. It's like Christmas time. I love Christmas time. I love the holidays. I hate Christmas Day. It's the anticipation that I'm in love with. Like I will not now, but I used to when I was younger. Who you texting, Adrian?
My kid, he's texting me from school.
Our kid. What's wrong? Is he feeling sick?
I guess. I don't know.
When I was younger, I used to buy lottery tickets, not in hopes that I'm going to win, because statistically you're not going to win the lottery.
I know. Me and the guys have been doing it for weeks now at work.
But it's the anticipation. It's the what if I won the lottery that I'm in love with. So I used to buy a lottery ticket knowing I'm not going to win, but just so I can have that anticipation. I'm fucking weird, I know.
That is weird.
So anyhow, let's get into our new challenge. Yeah, right?
Yeah. Sorry.
It's all right.
That is weird though. I don't. How do you hate Christmas Day?
Because it signifies the end of the holiday season.
Technically you still have New Year's.
No, it's not the same. To me, it's about Christmas.
I guess. All right. You ready?
Yeah, give it to me first.
It's about time. I'm going to cheat you. Okay. I'm going to go 2 minutes this time.
All right.
So, bit of backstory. Dave and Stevie, shout out to Exile Link. Again, I keep telling you guys, and I'm going to keep telling you, go check out Exiled's podcast. They're amazing. They're hilarious. They're our boys. Also check out Whipshaded and Faded, Eric Ward and Miker. Great tattoo stuff going on there. But so on the last Exiled, they brought up, they were talking about, they always bring up what their flavor of the week is, right? Like the 3 tops that they're listening to, which I love that they do, by the way. Like I anticipate it. I'm like, what are these guys listening to this week? You know what I mean? Stevie had brought up City and Color, right? So, and then he goes into the story, and it was weird because
My doppelganger.
Yeah, Stevie's your doppelganger?
No.
Oh.
The City and Color guy.
Yeah.
Well,
So
back in the day, not anymore.
Stevie goes into how he found City and Color. And because it was the exact same thing for me. I had always known the singer of City and Color, Dallas Green, is in a band called Alexis on Fire. And I've heard them forever, right? But what I loved about that band was Dallas Green, right? I loved how they molded the screaming pretty thing together, right? Anyway, so I found out City and Color was a thing. I found out he had his own side project. I thought that was really fucking cool. So I know you've listened to City and Color, but I want you to deep dive City and Color.
Yeah. There's one song that I love, but I don't know what it's called.
Well, my 2 favorite songs from him, period, are off of, not the latest album, the one before. I think it's called A Pill to something. Anyway, it's a song called Lay Me Down. Lay Me Down, and a song called Coming Home. Oh my God, those are my 2 favorite songs from him.
I remember when you first showed me them, there was, I'll probably come across it because I don't really listen to them on a regular basis at all.
Yeah.
I saw them in concert and I knew like 2 songs.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. That'll be exciting.
Yeah. The first couple albums are just all acoustic.
Yeah. So after that, they're not?
They're here and there. It's my daughter. Hold on. Yeah, mommy.
I'll talk to everybody while he's on the
What's
phone.
Uncle Paul?
On the podcast.
What?
Uncle. I'm her dad.
Oh, how many did you get? Awesome. Did you tell you?
I'm not cutting, by the way. Other podcasts would totally edit this out, but I'm not. This is real. This is real right here.
Awesome, mommy. I'll be home right now. That's good. Celebrate. So now we got to plan that.
Now I want to know what you got.
Okay. All right. Love you.
What you get?
One of her favorite bands right now is Cigarettes After Sex, and they're on tour. So they have a show in Phoenix, August 18th or something like that. I'm working, so I can't go. But she wanted to go. Anyway, they sold out in literally 3 minutes. But I guess because it sold out so fast, Cigarettes After Sex realized that they needed to expand. They were at a small venue, so they changed venues,
Opened up more tickets,
and she got them.
If you like Cigarettes After Sex, I did an interview with the former keyboardist now, on my YouTube channel. You should totally check it out. Philip Tubbs. That was a good interview.
Oh, yeah.
Except for I was really annoyed because I decided to do it during the day when people were tattooing at my brother's tattoo shop, and the tattoo noise was just overbearing. But if you like Cigarettes After Sex, check out that interview. Pretty enlightening.
Great interview.
Good dude. Got to do that video shoot with him and stuff, and his project,
Pink,
Orange, Red.
Yeah.
God, it was such a good project, and he hasn't. But I don't know what happened. I haven't spoken to him in a while, so I know he's been pretty busy. But I love that project, and I kind of hate that it's kind of was just left there because he was onto something so good.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm an 80s fan, Echo and the Bunnymen, Morrissey, Depeche Mode, stuff like that. He was right on that tip, man. Big time.
Such good songwriting.
Yeah.
But anyway, last time I spoke to him, he's still here, I believe. All right. My challenge to you, you're going to have no idea probably who I'm challenging you with. Oh, and if you do, and you'd be like, of course, I listen to them all the time, which I really freaking doubt. I have a backup. I always have a backup. This is one of my favorite artists in the last almost decade, I want to say. I listen to them all the time. I couldn't tell you how many albums they have. I couldn't tell you when they started. Couldn't tell you the names of the members. I don't even know what they look like. I just know that I love their music. And I really feel that, kind of similar to when I challenged you to listen to M83, I feel like there's going to be some songs that you're going to be like, oh yeah, I've heard this before. But I feel like if you do a deep dive, it could possibly be an artist that you really end up liking. They're called Neon Indian.
Oh, dude, what are you talking about? No, I'm just kidding.
I was about to get mad.
Okay, no, I've never heard them. Neon Indian.
You're going to hear a couple of songs and be like, oh, you've probably heard it in passing, like walking in a Target or something, you know? This guy and his phone being on vibrate.
The kids just,
you make me nervous. You make me nervous. Why? Because like I told you, I have to be a very responsive person. So when I see a lot of messages coming in, I'm like, hurry up, fucking text them back.
Well, no, now it's like the wife's involved, and
oh my god, everybody's excited. Yeah, I know. I'm excited too. I mean, they've been telling me like, so I'm excited to go see Cigarettes and After Sex with the family.
You're the other ticket they bought. They said, well, the fake dad can't go. Let's invite the real dad.
I'm just trying to play it off like I'm not getting all the messages either. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so yeah, Neon Indian. And that's why you need to get an Apple Watch too, man. So you can just go like this and you know exactly what's going
on. You know what's weird? I don't do watches, man. I don't do like accessories. Just my pecker ring.
So really, before we kind of start wrapping this up, I'm excited because tonight I'm going to get to go see Norma Jean. I haven't seen Norma Jean since like the mid 2000s.
You've already seen them?
Yeah, I saw them at Warped Tour.
So did I see them? Wait, which Warped Tour did you go to? Oh no, I went to one with Miguel. You didn't go to that one.
I don't remember. I've seen several, but yeah, it was really a good show. They've canceled the 2-3 times that they were supposed to come here after that, and they canceled. So yeah, I mean, it should be fun. I'm taking my daughter. It's going to be her first like rock show. And so I think I'm more excited about that. Just like
the fact that she gets to experience
like
it for
this is going to be her first show, which happens to be Norma Jean is like one of my favorite bands, like easily one of my favorite bands. So it's it'll be fun. And next episode, I'll report back on how the experience was. But is there anything else?
No, man. I'm trying to see if I had any last pointers, but no. I'm excited to listen to Neon Indian. A little racist, but whatever. I mean,
how do you know it's not like from India Indian?
Fuck, good point.
So yeah, I really want you to give them a good listen. They're the type of artist that you can put on while you're working out, while you're taking a dump, whatever. And it's just great background music. It's great music when you focus in and you listen. It's one of my favorite artists in over the last decade or so.
Really? Because I've never heard you speak of them.
They've also been one of those artists where I'm like, I don't know if he'll like this or not.
Look, I, unlike you, give everything a shot. You know that.
I mean, I guess. Whatever. All right.
Oh, here they are. Why is it only a picture of one guy?
It might be one guy. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I told you, I don't know shit about them. I just listen to their music.
2009?
I've never seen them live. I've never seen...
Been around for a while.
Yeah.
I need to do a deep dive on what kind of Indian he is.
Yeah. You need to.
Okay. Awesome. Right. I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited because I've never heard you speak of them. So if it were like a band, like you sprinkled at me here and there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's because, again, they're a band that I'm like, I feel like if I threw them one song at you, you'd be like, that's cool. But I feel like making you do the deep dive will make you appreciate them.
Awesome.
They have a very, their songs do a lot to me. Like from a musical standpoint, I love them, but also in a very like, a song will come on, I'll be like, I remember Daniela driving me home drunk and listening to this song, like very nostalgic.
Yeah.
At the same time, like, just, I don't know. There's just something about their music that I just love.
I love music that does that. That's why I love sad music.
They have, and then that's the thing, they have a really good mix. Like they have like really, and it's very along the lines of, it's a very electronic. I don't know. It's good, man.
Awesome. I look forward to it.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm waiting on you.
Oh, to end it?
Yeah.
Well, thank you everybody for checking out our podcast again. At the beginning, we have all of our sites and whatnot you need to check out. Also, don't forget to check out Exiled Inc., Whipshaded and Faded.
Give a listen to Earth
and Bone.
I was gonna say Earth, Wind, and Fire. Sorry. Of Earth and Bone.
Yeah. Of Earth and Bone. Yes, check them out.
Yeah.
And until next time.
Bye.
Bye.